Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. It's a snowy February day here in Moore, Oklahoma, and I'm very excited to be with you and share you this note from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. This is a 1 franc note. It measures 150 millimeters by 70 millimeters. The Standard Catalog of World Paper Money catalogs this note as PIC 85. The banknote book catalogs this note as B306. You can also go to Wikipedia and find more information out about the things I'll share with you today that I have found out about this pretty interesting note. On the left side of this note, you can see smokestacks. You can see a giant slag heap, and you can see the Jacomines copper mine. There's a bank monogram, in the middle, and to the far right in the blank portion of this banknote, you'd find a watermark of some okapi heads. The copper mine headquarters of this copper mine is actually in Lumumba, Katanga region of the nation of Congo. Lumumba was formerly called Elizabethville or Elizabethstad back in the days of the colonization by the Belgians. It is the second largest city in the Congo. It is the capital of Haut-Katanga province. It was established in 1910 and was the capital of independent Katanga from 1960 to 1963. From 1999 to 2003, it served as the legislative capital of the Republic of Congo. The back of the note is where it gets a little curious for me. It's one of the most unusual vignettes you will find on a world banknote. And it's what you think it is. You have Patrice Lumumba and his companions, Maurice Mpolo and Joseph Okito, depicted as prisoners, seated on the ground and tied up. If we go back a little bit in time, Patrice Lumumba was born on the 2nd of July in 1925 and was assassinated on the 17th of January 1961. Prior to his assassination, he was the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo from June to September of 1960. He was of the Tatela tribe. The three of these men were imprisoned and beaten by Lumumba's former assistant, Mobutu, who you may recognize as the leader of Zaire. After his coup and his removal of the present government, he was able to take over and run the country as a kleptocracy for many decades. Really kind of a sad story. But these three men were captured and beaten by Mobutu, and on the 13th of January in 1961, they were taken to Katanga. And it was there on the 17th of January that they were beaten and tortured again by the Katangans and the Belgians, and then they were executed between 9:40 p.m. and 9:43 p.m. And they tried to hide their works so thoroughly that they buried and then dug them up, dismembered them, and then dissolved them in sulfuric acid. The disrespectful treatment of their bodies was not completed until their bones were ground and then scattered around the site. And then silence from those involved, hopefully from shame, but nevertheless silence. And it was only weeks later that his death was announced. But it was only announced after they announced that Lumumba and his companions had tried to escape prison. Finally, in February, the Katangans announced that he had been killed by enraged villagers. The deaths of these three gentlemen resulted in violent protests in Belgrade, in London, and New York City. And it wasn't until 2002 that Belgium apologized for its role in this matter. Further research has shown that the CIA possibly would have ended Lumumba and his influence if the Belgians and Mobutu hadn't been successful. So there you go, martyred. A hero, and who knows, had he survived, how this part of Africa would have had a different history. This note makes me very, very sad. Collectors of Patrice Lumumba, martyrs, politicians, executed politicians, eyeglasses, or Katanga will want this note for their collection. Please visit subscribe, and share my YouTube channel, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. A subscription will get you automatic notifications of additional banknote and coin content as it is uploaded. I am Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.